This is our school, Forest Gate Community School. It is home to over 1,000 diverse students. A high proportion of our students' first language is not English. A large number of our students are considered disadvantaged. These are some of the challenges we face. This year, along with the rest of the country, we encountered fresh new challenges. For example, new, very challenging GCSEs for maths and English, with no control assessment for English. Making sense of grades 1 to 9. Implementing the new curriculum and all the challenges associated with it.
We have our DPR objectives with the evidence that supports each objective, and we also then have live marking codes that we then use.
We've got a really innovative curriculum, but it's very real for the staff and the students, because what we've done is we've mapped back from GCSE core statements, key things that students have to learn, and the whole conversation in our school at the moment is about what the students know, how we can help them to get better. We really focus on that. We try not to focus on their behaviour, but we drill down into what it is they know and what they've got to learn to improve.
We have very confidently established systems and monitoring procedures to overcome these challenges. But being the restless school that we are, we have continued to look outwards for innovative ideas. And as a result, we have introduced a number of initiatives.
I think feedback actually comes right at the top. It adds how many months? Does anyone remember?
We have stopped marking books retrospectively. Instead, we have introduced live coded marking. We have encouraged our teachers to provide focused and timely feedback through the dynamic progress reporting system.
You haven't used enough variety of expressions that we did in class.
Let's face it, it's the quality of our feedback that produces these outstanding outcomes for our school. So just as a takeaway message, reiterate those expectations and follow it up. We need to account our staff who aren't doing it and make sure it's being done.
We made our parents' evening a lot more useful for our teachers, parents and students.
What we can see here is real progress.
We have focused on developing our middle leaders in an organic and practical manner.
Having team meetings and having people in there who get to know about high expectations, how to run a department and the systems and the use of data that makes that successful has really helped, because when vacancies have come around, people are then able to step up and take on extra responsibility.
Joint, flipped line management meetings have enabled our middle leaders to think ahead of meetings, coming prepared with agendas and key actions that facilitates efficiency in these meetings and enable quality discussions to take place.
It's quite evident that the spirit of feedback is there.
Yeah.
In a climate of uncertainty and numerous unknowns, our teachers and subject leaders have worked tirelessly to create robust and meaningful assessments to complement our curriculum. And this year, after a vigorous appraisal, our curriculum and assessments were accredited by the Chartered Institute of Educational Assessors. One significant change is how much more challenging GCSEs have become. So we looked specifically at how best to stretch our most able students. We received the NACE Award this year. That's the National Association for Able Children in Education, demonstrating how we push our highest achievers to achieve the best grades in the country.
We've got what we think is a really effective model, and it's based on a culture of high expectations, very sound use of data, and developing key staff into be real leaders. We think that we can take this model into other schools and work with them to improve. We have a really effective board. The Board of Trustees come from a range of backgrounds, but they provide really good strategic oversight. What they expect from me as CEO and from my Deputy CEO is that we can raise standards in community schools. Our schools are for everybody. We don't believe in selection, and we believe that we should be the best within the local community.
Our teachers are truly amazing, and our students are even more so. Aspirations are born from belief and are realized through unfaltering dedication and perseverance. despite the odds. This is what the students at Forest Gate Community School achieved this year. This is our school.
I want you to go into that hall and I want you to be positive, knowing that you have been prepared by some of the best teachers in the country. And as teachers, we are lucky to have some of the most ambitious, the most focused and hard-working Year 11s in this school.
Oh, the high boiling points condense to the bottom, the low boiling points condense to the top, and they all like separate out, and that's how you separate it out because...
So you could have like 10 carbons, and that means you'll have like 22 hydrogens.
So an example of that is mayonnaise.
What about Whitechapel? You could say about Jack the Ripper as well. Say how Hyde could have been like a figurative, like relative of Jack the Ripper.
Pumped in, cool at the top, hot at the bottom. They all have different boiling points.
He says must have secrets of his own, black secrets, but poor Jekyll's worst would be like etc.
I told you, like what makes life is the building blocks in our body, yeah? So it's what grows, isn't it? It grows our body.
Because of good fragile.
Come what come may, time and hour run through the office day.
Yeah, that's about time.
The theme of time. That's important.
A Blood Fury, good. Again, dehumanize.
Satan's signature.
Excellent, and one more. Something about a flame. Amazing.
Remember that it's a mark a minute. Your exam's 60 minutes.
We couldn't be any better prepared if we did the exam ourselves.
You make sure you leave enough time to do section C. Particularly the question that's worth 24 marks.
You need to make sure that you make them common units, like centimeters and meters.
Hydrophilic and hydrophobic.
Which one is which one?
Hydrophilic is the head, hydrophobic is the tail.
Okay, what do they mean?
That's not possible. 7 for maths, 7 for language, 8 for literature.
So I got a grade 9 in a lower set, so which means anything's possible.
On English language I got 6, English literature I got 5, for French I got a C, geography I got an A.
I got a 7 in maths, which I really wanted. A 7 in English language. A 9 in English literature. I didn't even know I was going to get that.
A 9. I know. And history, an A star, biology and chemistry. I'm shocked.
I know! Oh my god, I can't believe it. I got 2 9s in English. Who thought I was going to get 2 9s in English? But I'm so happy.
I think I did really well here because I wasn't expecting that at all, but I did it.
And I want to thanks to the teacher who's been helping me all the time.
Getting no sleep.
A 9 in maths, an 8 in English language, a 9 in English literature, A star in history. I'm disappointed with the A.
A 9 in maths, a 9 in English language, and a 9 in English literature.
A star, B, 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 A.
Got grade 6 in maths.
Drama A, Science A, Additional Science A, Religious Studies A.
History A star, Statistics A, Biology A, Chemistry A, Physics A, RV A star.
For English language I got a 9, English literature I got a 9, art and design I got an A. You know, you got to write until your bones are just like powder, like jelly. I guess that's the secret.
Grade 9 in maths, English language 6, English literature 7.
The total of our grade 9s is 38. 38. I don't know what to say.
Modelling brilliant writing. It was about modelling brilliant writing. Taking a paper of a student who done particularly well, sharing it with the entire set. Our top set teachers are fantastic. 55% 7 and above is an incredible result.
Phenomenal.
Absolutely unreal.
beautiful human beings you are. You deserve this. Absolutely deserve it. Congratulations.